the switch. Colton, how's my volume?
It is perfect. Best volume I've ever heard.
Best volume. Awesome. Love it. I've just been having a little fun. We were talking about hip hop before we went live here. So this is my hip hop impression there for you, Colton. If you're taking a screenshot, Colton, I know you've taken like 6 screenshots of me. Here's my screenshot, hip hop.
Done.
All right. Hats off. Let's go. Gloves off. It's time to work. Tara Wilson, thank you so much for the inspiration. I'm sitting here taking notes. I'm taking notes at Master Pro 10. Here's why. When I started Lifevantage, now keep in mind, when I started Lifevantage, I'd already had experience in the industry. When I started the industry and I was a newbie, I honestly didn't see the top. I didn't see the top rank in that company. I was 18 years ago this month. And I just wanted a better life. I just wanted something more. So if you're here today and you're dialed in to the Success Mastery training, you're in the right place, and to get more, to help you get as far as you can see and as far as you can believe. I went from more to some great success over about 5 years, 7 years in the industry. And so when I started Lifevantage, I didn't just want more. I knew I wanted the top. To quote Tara Wilson, I wanted to be at the top. I was willing to do whatever it takes, right? And I knew that I wanted to be at the top of the company. That was Master Pro 10 at the time. And 2.5 years later, we hit Master Pro 10. And then the game changed because Master Pro 10 isn't the top anymore. And so now I've got a new goal, folks, and that's to go to the top so that I can be the best person I can be. One of my main drivers, the why. Why am I here? I want to reach the potential that I came to this earth with. God gave me some potential, and I need a project to work that potential, right? You don't work the clay by looking at the clay. This isn't, I grew up in the era of Star Wars, but this is not Jedi mind power. You don't sit and work the clay by watching it on the wheel, sitting in your potter's chair. You work the clay by getting dirty. You work the clay by getting your hands into the work. And so I'm here working the clay. I'm here getting my hands dirty, and I love this flip the switch promotion. Compensation, and this promotion fits within the umbrella of being compensated, right? This is a business. Compensation drives behavior. Compensation drives behavior. And one of the beautiful things about this compensation plan, and I love that information, drop some love in for Tara Wilson, that information about third-party validation, what others think of our compensation plan. But our compensation plan drives behavior at every single level of the marketing plan, from day one to Master Pro 10, I should say now presidential, okay? And also from all of those activities, from finding new people, I'll call it sell, right? Finding new people who are going to get on the product, customers or distributors, to helping that initial duplication process start, okay? Leadership bonus, launch bonus, to generating more depth and width in a subscription base, the royalty commission, the unilevel commission, okay? We've changed some of the names over the past year, so I'm going on old school names, to developing leaders, the generational matching bonus, to developing your own elite group of an elite business, and loving the brand name, Elite Bonus Pool. So all of that compensation incentivizes us to do behavior. And the most important thing about a compensation plan is that it incentivizes you to take the proper behavior. Proper behavior to grow the company, proper behavior to grow your group, proper behavior to help other people. And I will tell you that the Lifevantage plan is designed basically without flaw. Sometimes in this industry, and it's just the way it is, or sometimes in other industries, you're compensated for taking care of you and maybe you alone, right? And in other words, you got to cut somebody else out of the deal. Or if you don't help a specific person that doesn't really want to be helped, you're not going to get paid. And this plan is beautiful. It really is elegant in its design, in that you and I just need to focus on doing all of the right behaviors. And if you do those behaviors, you can't mess up, and you're going to be compensated for it. Now, for the next 100 days, we've got more, as Tara said, there's more compensation plan on the table. There's more money in the pool. It's time to go. Hey, can I just ask you, we talked about taking a dip in the pool. Tara, can I take it to a next level? Who all out just wants to jump in the pool? Okay, no more dipping in the pool. How many of you want to live in the pool? Drop a hashtag pool party. If you want to live in the pool, Cannonball, love that. Absolutely. It's time to live in the pool. So this promotion is designed to incentivize and compel, and what I like, the word I like to use, drive behavior. This drives behavior. This promotion, this flip the switch in your business should drive behavior. I'm telling you, it's driving my behavior. Since it was announced, my mind is already running about how I'm going to be different and do more. I'm quoting Tara Wilson. Can I just pull out the Tara Wilson quote book today? I'm just going to quote her. But I'm going to be doing more of the things I was already doing. The activities that I was already doing, the compensation plan was already driving this behavior. Conversation, quoting Amanda, right? Just calling more people, sending them information, following up. I'm just going to be doing more of that. And I'm telling you why. Because I'm going to use this promotion over the next 100 days to drive my own personal behavior and to help drive you want to be in the swimming pool, awesome, David Frost, to drive and help drive and influence the behavior of my team. Because I'm not at the top, guys. There is a big blue sky. In fact, I'm going to call out everybody. There's nobody at the top. There's nobody at the top of Lifevantage right now. Arthur Lupshaw, by the way, from California, just sent me a picture, guys, of a swimming pool. That's what I'm talking about. There's nobody at the top. So I'm in the trenches building new legs so that I can get to the top. And I'm not going to try for it. And I'm not going to go out and just do my best. Because sometimes when we say we're going to give our best, we leave on the table. We leave on the table unpotentialized resources, belief, faith, hope, action that never became actionable that God placed within our reach. And we just say, even though we think we might have, say, well, I did my best. I'm not doing those. Whatever it takes, presidential, okay? Presidential. That's what I'm going for. I'm going to use flip the switch to get there, to drive proper behavior. So let me tell you a really quick story. For those of you, okay, Mark Gordon just texted me, guys. He says, forget to the pool, going in the ocean. That's it. I love it. I absolutely love it. So before this month, before this promotion was announced a couple of days ago, I was just doing what I'm doing, and I'm working every day, guys. I'm in the trenches, calling conversations at every level, from recruiting to launching new distributors. Can I get some love for the new distributor launch guide? Absolutely love that. That is next gen for us, guys. That is a key. We don't have time to talk about it today, but I'm absolutely using the new distributor launch guide as a massive tool to create proper and powerful duplication and action. I have people taking action who haven't taken action for 6 years, for 7 years, for 11 years, or brand new distributors taking action and actually building a duplicable business. Wow. Hashtag Lifevantage CEO launch guide. So back to the story. I'm planning. Michael Epstein just texted me. I hope you like this ad lib, because this is just part of the family thing, right? Okay, Michael Epstein texts me and says, okay, I'm jumping into Niagara Falls. I love it. You guys are getting the point, right? So, and I just want this promotions like this take you from where you are, which is good. And they drive our behavior, if we can catch that vision, to something better or to the best. And I'm talking about the real best potential that we can be. So earlier in the month, I'm thinking, hey, yeah, I'm recruiting. I'm recruiting every single month, you know, and I want to be like Erica Dale and some of her team was just crunching out 13, 20 a month. Woo! That's awesome. Love it. And I'm thinking, yeah, I'm every month, customers and distributors, right? But this promotion comes along and all of a sudden, and this is one of the important things about compensation, marketing plan, and promotions in this case, is because it takes and causes us to focus. We take all that energy that maybe that we're putting and we're going to tighten it up. Okay, Dondi Nettles, ad-lib. It's Tsunami time. This is the Tsunami promo, okay? I love it. It just gets better and better. And by the way, if you're not having fun with this, right? Guys, I'm not scripted. I don't know everything I'm going to say. I'm stuttering. You've got an or two or 100 in here. Some of us just take it too seriously. Lighten up. If you really want to go touch people, if you're worried that, man, I don't know how to lighten up. Have fun with this. Have fun being uncomfortable with yourself. Have fun getting out of your comfort zone. Have fun going for it if you've never made it before. And I'm going to tell you a story today that should absolutely inspire you to take this bull by the horns and do whatever it takes. So anyway, back to earlier this week, I'm going to recruit. But now I can't just recruit. I can't just bring in, a few. There is one number that is absolutely in my mind. And it's in my mind. And if you're Erica Dale, it's in her mind. Okay. Tara Wilson, it's in your mind if you want to maximize this promo. And that is, yes, Marlena, out of your comfort zone. That number is the number 5. Okay. No longer can I be satisfied by doing my best this month and helping 3 people change their lives. That's awesome. But that's not going to get it. That's not going to get me where I want to go. That's not going to help me reach my potential. And when I talk about reaching my potential, that is equivalent to whatever it takes. When you start tapping in to your greater potential, you start doing whatever it takes. And you're going to do one more thing than you did the day before. Or maybe it's 7 more things. Or you're going to get one more thing done in this hour. Or you know what? You just hold on. I'll be right there. I'm going to wash the dishes, but I've got to get this one call because that could take me to number 5. Okay. That's it for the next 100 days. I can't even think outside of that box. Now, I say the number 5. Well, what if you want more than one share? It's still the number 5 times 2, right? It is multiples of 5. We're going to play the 5 game. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, because I know Erica Dale's going for 20, which is 5, 5, 5, 5, right? So I'm just letting you know that this, and I'm just thank the company and thank the FAB and the leadership we have in the company to make this happen now, because what you need in your business right now. By the way, did we just close out the best year ever for Lifevantage? Yeah, we did. Did we just close out the 2 best years ever in Lifevantage? Yes, we did. But have you reached your potential? I know that I haven't reached my potential. And the laboratory, the workshop that I'm working on, the potential of Seth Mulder, okay, is Lifevantage. And the way that you reach your potential is you go to work. Talking and talking. Amber, Tara said it earlier, she was quoting Amber earlier. I just been calling and calling and calling and sending more information and following up until they say yes. The way that you work your potential is you get out of your comfort zone and you do more of that. That's it. That's it. And let me close with this story. I have some dear friends, Stephanie and I have some dear friends in our organization. They're a couple, and they're Pro 7s, by the way. And they've been in the business for, I don't have all the details. I mean, I don't know all the exact numbers, but let's say 7, 8, 9 years. And it took them about 4 or 5 years, I think, maybe 6 years to get to Pro 7. They hit Pro 6 in a couple of years. And by the way, don't get too caught up in the time frame, right? Everybody's on a different time frame. Don't apply a limited view of your time frame based on what others have done. Now, should you absolutely use it to show you what might be possible to help you stretch your belief? Absolutely. Roger Bannister in the 4-minute mile, okay? Just broke the 4-minute mile. Everybody started breaking the 4-minute mile. But don't think that that's where it ends. And don't think that, well, I haven't been able to run a 4-minute mile. I haven't been able to hit Pro 2. You know, I'm working and mentoring people right now who are launching their business, who haven't hit Pro 2 maybe in 3 years that they've been here. You know, can this be their 4-minute mile? Absolutely. You can turn it on at any time. That, I promise you, is part of realizing your potential. I haven't rank advanced in 7.5 years. Do I have to wait a specific amount of time in order to rank advance again? No. And once you release your brain and your heart and your mind of those types of limitations and those handcuffs and those fetters, then you start to realize your potential. You've got to forget the past and blast. So this couple had never reached a travel incentive. They'd never gone on a trip with Lifevantage. They'd never been to one of those amazing destinations, okay? And if you've been to one of those destinations, would you just drop that down and say, I was in Cancun, right? Or I was in Coeur d'Alene, right? Or I was in Ireland, whatever that is. Just participate here. But I'm telling you, they had never participated in those. And my feeling is probably a couple of reasons, right? Maybe one, belief in themselves, although they had amazing, I mean, they'd created some amazing sex. They had a Pro 6 business, guys. They had absolutely changed their lives. But maybe they didn't jive with them. Maybe they didn't want to travel, right? There could be a myriad number of reasons, but they had never participated in this or in one of those promotions. And when Ireland came around, and I'm seeing lots of Hawaiis and Cancuns and Bahamas in there, that's awesome. When the Ireland trip came around a couple of years ago to start that qualification, something changed in them, a tipping point. And this flip the switch could be your tipping point, my tipping point, to just to make some unbelievable headway to presidential or to wherever you're going. They hit a tipping point and they said, we're going to do this. And I listened to them. I listened to one of them share this with a group of people 3 days ago. And he said 3 things that just really, really hit me. He said, number one, we believed that we could do it. And I know that there are those of you probably on this call or listen to the recording who maybe, like me, maybe struggle with belief in yourself. Maybe you've never hit a promotion before. Maybe you're not, maybe you don't like doing promotions because you feel all this pressure or whatever. Maybe you haven't gone on every trip. I haven't gone on every trip, but there's still a place for me here. And I can go on this trip. I can ride the flip the switch surfboard, and I can fully participate in this trip. So number one, they said, we believed we could do it. How do you do that? You just start. Just say, I believe, right? Just say, I believe I can do this. Number two, they made a plan. And number three, they took action. Nothing out of the ordinary, but absolutely spot on. They had a belief that they could do it. They made a plan, and then they took action. To quote Tara, a lot of action. Guys, girls, family. This is it. I promise you that we have a greater mission than just selling product or just making money. We are here to change the human condition. Steve Jobs, years ago, when he was introducing iPhone on a stage, said every once in a while, a revolutionary new product comes along that changes everything. And if you're lucky in your career, you might get to touch one of those. At Lifevantage, we've got 3 of those. They're all protandems, NRF1, NRF2, NAD, a revolutionary product coming around that changes everything. It's go time. It's time to put the move into the movement. It's time not to just try, not to just do your best, because do what God gave you. And if you do what God gave you, it is about whatever it takes. It's time to flip the switch. Let's go. Back to you, Colton.